Donnie got tired of looking at the tin all hanging down. He said he was going to start putting it back up. Are we starting a tin repair video, Donnie?
You might as well.
He said might as well. Here we go. Donnie's fixing the tin. That's not lead paint, Donnie. Don't worry.
Well, I ain't worried about it if it is. People worry too much about shit like this.
All right, so if you don't know about this tin ceiling stuff, this building was built in like 1930. This tin might be from then or it may be from later, but basically the way they do it is there's a filled pattern, which is this. Very nice. Now you can buy this stuff brand new that looks just like this. They even make it, the same company stamps it out. It's, the name of the company is Shanko Tin, but or is it? I think it's Shanko. And then there's other companies that make it too. But anyway, so you can get that tin. So we'll be needing to buy some to repair it. But basically, you center that, and that's kind of your I think they call that the field. And then when you get over to a wall, there is a piece called a filler. So it's this egg and dart here, I think they call that. Maybe not. I think actually that's can't remember what that design's called. And then this little crosshatch pattern. So that piece is usually about 2 feet wide. So it basically makes it where you can center it. And so you hang up the field and then you put the trim all around the edge. And that way, if you have an area like Donnie's doing that's uneven, it takes up for it. So he's nailing up the little filler piece again. You can see how it's unpainted there, half of it, because the cornice goes over it. So the piece on the edge is the cornice. Donnie's our model today. And there's a little piece of wood every couple feet that holds up the cornice. So the reason that a lot of this is hanging down, some of it happened because of rain leaking in the building. Some of it happened because they put a drop ceiling in here. If you watch the earlier videos, you can see that. There was a drop ceiling. So they tore all these damn holes in it to run like ductwork and everything in it. Destroying half of my freaking tin ceiling. And some of it happened because we took it down because we had to put this beam in the middle here. So now that we've got the beam in, everything's getting shored up, we're about to finish our pillars. We're to the point, we put a new roof on it so it doesn't leak anymore. We're to the point where we can start putting the tin back in and putting in some of the original pieces back up that we took down, and then ordering whatever we need to finish it out. You can see here in the front, there's a big, huge piece just hanging here that we just need to put back up that actually crosses where the beam is, so we'll have to cut it and all that. But we're going to order something to do the trim in the middle. We haven't completely decided that yet. We're trying to get out without spending a freaking fortune.
Yeah, this stuff, nowadays, this stuff is just for like designer stuff in kitchens.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole building with it.
So somebody will do like a kitchen with it, and it's a couple $100, but if you go to do a damn 1,000 square foot room like this one, it gets a little expensive. Yeah, we're not made of money. Are you rich, Donnie?
No. They're using it as access panels, or is that right?
Accent panel.
Or backsplashes, stuff like that.
Yeah. But we're using it as like the original stuff. Now the alternative is you could put up drywall. Boy, that'd be real exciting, wouldn't it? But the thing is, the drywall is almost as expensive as the damn tin.
Well, at this stage of the game, we figure there's about 50% of this stuff that's still good.
Yeah.
So if 50% is still good, if I got to pay the labor to tear it all down, tear all these shoring down, then restrip it for drywall and hang drywall, it would cost me more than what 50% of this would cost.
Yeah. So you either need to redo the entire ceiling, and no matter what the hell you redo it, it's going to look like crap. It's going to
look modern.
It's going to look modern and boring, you know. or you can fix these old school tin ceilings. It's expensive, but it's really kind of your cheapest option.
In this situation, it's our cheapest option.
Yeah.
Now, if more of it was screwed up,
Yeah, if it was all missing.
if 3/4 of it was missing, it'd be different. But as of right now, come on. You're the star of the show. Come on. Come in.
I mean, camera shot.
If 3/4 of it was missing, or if a lot of this lattice was missing, it would be different.
So,
But it's not.
so we're going to start messing with it and seeing what we can get back up and save, and then see what kind of parts we need to order, and we'll go from there. Unfortunately, this part over here is pretty screwed up, but we're going to see what we can do. They cut it whenever they put the paneling in for the drop ceiling. Just the paneling up there, you can see where the drop ceiling was. So we're going to attempt to save it. If we can get it pretty close, we can caulk it, and then of course everything's going to be painted white. So it'll look nice and clean once we get it back where it goes. The paint color's slightly different, so I don't think that's the same exact one. We were thinking maybe that's the exact same piece that used to be there.
Red line that,
Oh yeah, there's a red stamp line on it. Remember, we're going to re-caulk and paint everything, people. One of the things is if you reuse the old pieces, they have holes from the old nails in them, so you got to mess with it a little bit. All right, so that first big horrible hole there, we have squared off, braced it up, and now we're going to take a scrap piece that's about half rusted off and cut off the bad and see if we can get a little patch that we can place up in there and make it look like it's part of the whole ceiling. You got to remember, all of these are, you know, they're all pieces anyways. So we're going to put a little piece in and see if we can blend it in a little bit. Also, whenever you buy the new ones, they're usually 2 foot by 2 foot. You can get the 2x4 ones, but they're more expensive because it's just harder for them to make that and ship it and all that. So if this doesn't look right, we're going to have to take out entire pieces and then try to put 4 pieces in. So let's see what we can get done. What do you think, Donnie? You gonna work? So we got an old piece that we took down that was like, had one whole side that was rotted away. We're gonna cut that off and save some of the good meat. Donnie has worked the patch in. We got it nice and square. And now he's caulking it, trying to hide the seam. It's obvious right now, you can see it because of the edges and also because it's a different color. He's trigger happy with the caulk, people. So we'll caulk it, try to hide that seam and paint it, and hopefully it'll blend right in with the rest of it. There's little holes here and there, but it's not from rust, it's from, they had crap cords hanging through it and hooks on it to hold up the drop ceiling and all that. That's what these little wires are. It's to hold up the frame for the drop ceiling. So he's just messing with that right now just to see how it's going to look, or if that's a viable option or not. But there's stuff that needs to be caulked all over the freaking place.